Is my model Teresa, and Teresa came to me with a very dramatic haircut. It's a very strong asymmetric look, which really I don't believe is very flattering to her. So what I plan to do is take up the long side and make it more of a geometric look. So you can also see back here, her back is pretty short and it's got a sharp angle coming down. What I'm planning to do is just even this off and make it into a very classic bob. What I'm going to be using is a razor. Her hair is fairly short in the back, and I'm able to, with the razor, keep a lot more length than if I was to use my shears. Now all I'm doing is just gently blending in the hard line . No, I'm sorry. I want you to be able to see this.
Perfect. Yeah, good angle. That's a good angle. Yeah, your hand is blocking it just a slight bit.
The elbow, right?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Now I can start to see that the blending of the hard layers from the shears is now starting to soften and blend in much better with the haircut. Now with my hair cutting technique, I will finish off the final haircut when the hair is dry. Oftentimes I'll do more hair cutting after the hair is dry than I do when it's wet. While it's wet, I get the general shape that I'm looking for and the general length, and then I'll go in and personalize it.
Is it possible to lower your hand slightly when you, because sometimes your hand is blocking?
Yep, I'll do it this way.
Perfect.
How's that?
Oh, that's better. That's much better.
I'm taking vertical partings. Now this is where I'm going to bring up the long pieces right to her jaw, just a little bit above her jawline.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I will. You got it. Thanks.
Now I'll go back to the vertical, cutting the top layer. She also has a very heavy front. What I intend to do is go in and soften up and create a fringe, which will allow her face to be opened. Again, I will be finalizing the haircut after it's been blown dried. She does have a slight wave to her hair, so I need to leave her hair longer while it's wet. Now with my shears, I will go in and start finalizing the length. Now I'm going to match the two sides up because this was originally cut on an angle going up, and I will match it on the left side. As you now can start to see, it's starting to open up her face and it's starting to show that beautiful face of hers. Now she has a very strong cowlick on her right side. And again, these are one of the factors that I look for, that I will wait until it's dry before I finalize the bangs. And after using a razor, a lot of people complain about the ends being too soft or too shattered. By going in with my shears afterwards, I'm able to cut it and blunt off those ends again. And again, depending on how much hair I take off, I can make it a very hard line, or I can still keep part of that softness from the razor. And again, as I said before, I will be finalizing the length of the bangs after it's been dried. What I did is I left this top longer so it overlaid the underneath because of those hard lines that were in there. And now I will start the blow drying. What I used was a light volumizing spray. It gives the hair a little bit of moldability without making it too sticky. It'll also control any frizz that I'm not interested in having. What Teresa has is a very strong occipital bone in the back. Creates a lot of roundness. What I don't want to do is add any more roundness to it. So in my blow drying, I'm blow drying it very flat to her head and just creating a slight bevel at the ends. This way here, if there was too much volume here, she'd have this big bouffant. It would look like an egg, and that's not the look that I'm going for. It would not have any balance to it. Nice and flat. The roundness of her own head form is creating the shape. And also, what's very important in the blow drying to me is an art form. as I'm blow drying it, I'm creating the shape, and I'm also seeing where I may have to go in and even off the haircut. For example, on this section here, I have some long pieces on the left side that need to be point cutted out. And actually the best brush to be able to use, although I can't find it, is a Denman brush, and wrapping it around the head, keeping this nice and flat. Stay here with that. Brown brush, please.
Kind of going back and forth, but I'll pan out so you can see.
So you're moving on okay, huh? So do you want to sort of finish thing, or you want to wait until it goes on?
Whatever you think's best, because I'm still, are we showing?
Stop.
Okay, now this is my finished product, and as you can see, what I did with the bangs, I opened up her face and equaled both sides. The back, I got rid of that very hard line that was on this side, left from the scissors, and blended it in. And what I plan to do now, show a little bit of versatility with her hair. She's not stuck with that, just that one look. She can actually bring it up, make it a little bit more funkier for herself. If the wind gets a hold of it when she's outside, it's still going to look good. Shake your head for me. See? And it just drops right back into place. She can also, if she wants to, get a blow dryer, a little bit of hairspray. Then all she has to do is just bring it down. When it visually looks good to her, if it flips up, you can. If you don't like that, you can just get a little bit of a flat iron and just smooth that right out. Or you can get the bangs. Just pull them right over so it looks like it's all one length. And that's my finished product.
Yes. You want to spin her around just so we can see the
Yeah.
360? Nice.
In here she's got the beautiful texture, the layers going in.
Very cool.
It's a very soft, flattering look.
Okay, so on Teresa, she already has a smoky eye going on. I'm just going to touch up her cheeks with a soft pink. And now on her lips, a pretty nude color just to define her lip shade. And then fill in with a soft, pretty pink gloss. Give her a nice shimmer. And then Teresa is all set for her night out with a nice smoky eye.